Remember those old cereal commercials? They were like the absolute pinnacle of human innovation. But did you know, hidden in each of these commercials, there was a secret narrative? Some of them had a little more of a narrative than others, but they did have one. Today, I will be talking about five of these cereal five of these cereal commercials. This goes deep, guys. This is important. Okay, so since it's the easiest, I'll start out with
Peanut butter chocolate, great when separate, but when they combine, they make the morning time epic. Morning time epic. Morning time epic. R-double-E-S-E-S.
It's the perfect combination of peanut butter and chocolatey flavor. Reese's Puff cereal, part of a complete breakfast.
P to the U double Reese's.
Guys, there's no narrative for Reese's Puffs. It's just a really good song. I give the Reese's Puffs commercials a narrative ranking of 3.4 Scorsese's out of 10. But I do give it a 10 Mac Millers out of 10. The narrative of the Cocoa Puffs commercials show a man struggling with addiction. A man whose society has turned their back on him. He tries to avoid Cocoa Puffs, but unfortunately, every corner he turns, there it is.
To keep me from going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, I'm going to lock him in this chocolatey safe. Cocoa Puffs turns everything chocolatey. Don't go cuckoo. Phew, wait a minute. It's Cocoa Puffs.
This symbolizes certain aspects of the opioid epidemic in America. As we can see, the courts mistreat addicts and only push them further down the hole of addiction.
Court now in session.
Your Honor, you've got to keep Cocoa Puffs away from me.
But why?
This isn't unlike what's happening in Portland, Oregon, where we can see swaths of fentanyl addicts being treated as criminals as opposed to people who need help. They're no longer human in the eyes of the law. Their rights secondary to those more fortunate. Sonny is a prime example of how our government has turned its back on its own people. I give Cocoa Puffs a 8 out of 9 chocolatey munchy.
Both devilishly delicious. But only one of these choc chompers has a future.
Crave is an allegory for racism and the gentrification of marginalized groups in America. The clip I just showed directly referenced neighborhood gentrification and the removal of minority communities from their own homes. It should also be noted that in the lore of Crave, the little cereal monster eats the chocolate so that they can absorb and use its chocolatey goodness. This is a direct reference to majority groups taking advantage of and appropriating other cultures. Also, as a side note, you can draw any conclusion about this, but this one commercial is literally one of the cereal monsters stripping for the chocolate pieces. I give this a 6 out of 3 Martin Luther King. Now this is the real reason I wanted to make this video. While eating a box of Lucky Charms, I noticed an interesting lore drop on the back of the box. This shows what all of the marshmallows do. It's their magic. Hearts let Lucky bring things to life. A manipulation of life and death. He's a necromancer. Lucky is a necromancer. Stars give Lucky the power to fly. That one's not the most interesting. Horseshoes let Lucky speed things up. He has power over time now. Lucky has a power over time. He can speed things up, and if you know anything about the theory of relativity, if you can speed things up, you're affecting the universal speed limit. He's affecting things that he shouldn't be able to affect. Clovers bring Lucky good luck, like in the eyes of a god, I guess. Fortune. Blue moons make Lucky invisible, yet another manipulation of light. Unicorns bring color to Lucky's world. He controls the electromagnetic spectrum. He controls photons. And going back to his ability to change time, he controls time and space. Does that mean he can go back in time? Not shown in this image, but I remember it. The rainbows give him the power to teleport. Once again, affecting the limits of physical space. Guys, Lucky is a pagan god, and the children from the commercials are Lucifer, in the form of a serpent attempting to steal the power of God themselves. The marshmallows are human greed. The marshmallows are humans playing God. The marshmallows are sin. I give it a 10 out of 10 John the Baptists. Trix, the silly rabbit, who, I think that's his name, in the Trix commercials, represents a young child who is different from the rest. He's picked out of the crowd, excluded from interaction, and integration into a society that doesn't want him.
Those guys look weird.
He tries hard to fit in and conform, but no one wants to accept him. We even see an allegory to the circus freak shows of old America.
For the fruity taste, I'd act like a clown. My act needs some tricks.
This shows the mistreatment we continue and have in the past to other and isolate people because of their differences. And that's why tricks are for kids, because tricks will never be for those we have othered. There's an in group and an out group. I give tricks. I don't know, this one was a stretch. 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5. Alright, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. I will not, maybe, do more. This was actually... I wrote out a whole script for this, and this video is probably going to turn out to be like 5 minutes long. Because it's not a big script. But I kind of had this idea, and mainly I literally just did this because of the Lucky Charms one. I probably could have just done the Lucky Charms, but I don't know.